up here. So first off, I'd like to say thank you to Mark and Gigi. Thank you very much for having me up here today. Madam President, Madam Dean, distinguished guests, Ambassador Tamlin, and those fellow Johnnies and people who support those, it's a pleasure to be here. I feel like I'm up here with a sense of deep humility. I'm up here with some incredible honorees, to include Mr. Sterling, whom I studied under when I was at St. John's. It's a great honor to be considered. Oh, that's Sterling. Oh, I'm getting all mixed up. I love you. You're the one I love. But I also had a chance to learn from some incredible people. I see Brendan Boyle in the audience and Mr. Howard Zeideman. You talked about life-changing. His class on Heraclitus was that for me. And I find myself, when I'm negotiating with the Russians, the Taliban, the Chinese, and even involved with what's going on with the Americans that are held in Gaza, I oftentimes pull back the very things that I learned in your class and in the other classes. I may have come to St. John's to examine my life in Army Special Forces to make sense of 20 years in the military, but I found that actually going forward, it's been very valuable as well. I kid you not, will sit there at night with a glass of wine when the United States is considering trading a horrible arms trader for an innocent American. What is the meaning of justice? What is the meaning of life? What is the value of a human life? What does freedom mean? And what does it mean to love? And in all those, I have to take those arguments and turn them into something that I can take to the President of the United States and make something very coherent so that he can make the hard decisions that he makes to bring Americans home. So I'm grateful to have spent time with you. I don't think I really quite understood the importance of St. John's when I was attending. I knew it would be great. I knew it would be fun. I knew I'd finally get to read all the books that are in my library that I've just been looking at for 30 years. in there. But more importantly, I didn't quite understand the value of this education going forward. I'm an old man. I'm 59. I'm on my downward slope to my death. Straight up. And yet every day I'm thinking about what I learned at St. John's when I'm wrestling with some things that usually keep me up at night. Because every night I go to bed knowing that there are 30 Americans that are still waiting for me to find a way to get them home. And in doing so, I often have to marshal the arguments whose basis are found in what I learned by spending my time with this community. So thank you for letting me spend time with you. Thank you for this very kind award. I'm humbled, grateful, and I wish you all the best.